This is Data Jockey, Machine Learning for Victorian Racing, Race 8, Warrnambool, Thursday 20 August 2026. All right, let us get straight into it. Quick summary first for Race 8 at Warrnambool, then I will dig into the why. Two selections today. Shamex is the top pick, the model's place selection. Bellinardo comes in as the second leg, the top four selection in the same race multi, not a place selection on its own. That is the short version. Shamex for the place, the multi combining both if you want the longer odds option. Stick with me though, because there is a genuinely interesting read on this race underneath those two selections. 9 runners today in Race 8 at Warrnambool, top 3 paying a place dividend. Here is something a bit different this time. The model's top pick is the market favorite. That alignment between the model and the market is worth flagging, since it does not always happen. 2 selections today, place pick plus a same race multi-option. As always, only genuine value earns a tip from this model. No exceptions made just to fill out a card. And today, the data has produced 2 selections worth covering. Before I get into the picks, a quick word on how this works, because it is genuinely different to anything else you will find in the tipping space. The selections come from a machine learning model that continuously learns from Victorian racing results. Every single race meeting, every result, every finishing position feeds back into it. This is not a set-and-forget system. It is live, it is learning, and it gets sharper with every race run in Victoria. Now here is the part that really sets it apart. Most tipsters, most models out there are chasing the winner. I made a completely different call. This model was built from the ground up to find place finishers, horses that hit the top positions and pay a place dividend. That is a fundamentally different problem to finding the winner, and it demands a completely different approach. The model weighs up dozens of variables across the entire field at once. Things that interact with each other in ways that no human analyst could ever track manually. Pace, distance, field composition, historical patterns, how each horse matches up against these specific rivals on this specific day. All of it simultaneously. That is the power of building it this way. If you want to go deep on the methodology, how the model was actually built, what it looks at, how it was trained, the link is in the description below. Check it out when you get a chance. But for today, I have got Race 8 to get through, and the model has some strong opinions. Let us get into the picks. Pick 1 for Race 8, Shamex, and notably the market favorite this time. That alignment between the model and the betting market is worth a mention, since it is not the usual pattern on this channel. Shamex fits the place finisher profile strongly enough to rank first, which tells you the data and the crowd are reading this field the same way. No certainties here though, racing never offers those, alignment or not. As usual, there is no single clean reason behind the ranking. The model is not built that way. It is weighing dozens of variables across the whole field simultaneously: track conditions, distance, field composition, patterns built from thousands of Victorian races, all at once. What matters is the purpose behind the model. It exists to find place finishers, not winners. So when a favorite tops the list, it means this horse matches the historical pattern of horses finishing in the places under conditions like today's. A different question to who actually wins, and that distinction shapes everything about how this model was built. Shamex for the place, top 3 in a 9-runner field, is the model's view on Race 8. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Pick 2, Bellinardo, currently 3rd in the market. Now this one is a different kind of selection to pick 1, and it is worth understanding the distinction clearly. The model sees Bellinardo finishing in the top 4, but not necessarily in top 3. That is a crucial difference. The data does not support a standalone place selection here. It does support the same race multi as the top 4 selection. Now that might sound like a technicality, but in a 9-runner field, it is meaningful. The top 3 pays a place dividend, 4th does not. So a place selection on Bellinardo on its own is not what the model is suggesting. The same race multi is where it fits. Think about what the model is actually saying about Bellinardo. It belongs in this race. It fits the profile of a horse that finishes in the top 4 in this field, but whether it gets into top 3, that is less certain. For the same race multi, top 4 is enough. Shamex top 3, Bellinado top 4. That is the combination the model is pointing to for race 8. For race 8, the same race multi combines Shamex finishing top 3 with Bellinado finishing in the top 4. Check your own wagering provider for whether this market is offered. Worth pausing on one point before moving on, these two bets are not equivalent, and they do not share the same probability of success. The standalone place selection on Shamex is the model's higher confidence read, a smaller return, but a meaningfully better chance of it actually landing, and that remains the model's central view for this race. The same race multi requires both legs to come through Shamex in top 3, Bellinado in the top 4, which reduces the overall probability but increases the potential payout if it does land. Taking both is optional, not required. Shamex alone carries the model's strongest signal. The multi is there for those drawn to the longer odds, higher return option. Either way, understand exactly what each bet needs before deciding. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. For anyone following the full card, every race gets its own video, and they are all in the playlist Live Before Race 1. Worth a look through the other races to see what else the model has flagged today. A place multi combining several selections is something some punters build themselves. Check with your wagering provider on how that is structured. Make sure any decision you make is your own, fully informed. Important reminder too, always check for scratchings before placing anything, since they can change a race entirely on the day. The model's place selection for race 8 is Shamex. The full card is waiting in the playlist. If you are not subscribed yet, this channel covers every Victorian meeting, every race day, and every selection comes at no cost, nothing locked behind a paywall here. That wraps up race 8 at Warrnambool. To recap, the model's place selection is Shamex, and for those after the longer odds play, the same race multi-combination is Shamex in top 3 with Bellinado in the top 4. Every tip on this channel is tracked, and the results posted publicly every single week. The good runs and the bad ones, nothing left out. That transparency is the only real way to judge whether following this model is worth your time. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. Catch you in the next one.